In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use Grammarly for plagiarism checking, step by step, so you can scan your writing for matched text, review source links, and add citations the right way. This is a really useful feature if you're writing essays, blog posts, reports, or any content where originality matters. And just a quick heads up, Grammarly's plagiarism checker is a pro feature, so you'll need a premium or pro plan to access it. If this video helps, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more easy software tutorials. Alright, let's get started. First, go to Grammarly in your web browser and open the Grammarly editor at app.grammarly.com. Once you're there, sign into your account if you haven't already. After that, you can either open an existing document or create a new one. If you already have your text ready, just paste it into the editor. If you're working from a file, upload it into Grammarly so it can analyze the content properly. Now that your document is open, take a look around the editor. In most versions of Grammarly, you'll find the plagiarism checker in the bottom right corner of the screen. It should appear as a plagiarism button. In some newer 2026 updates, Grammarly may combine plagiarism detection with the AI detector into a single option called Check for AI Text and Plagiarism, usually located in the top right corner. So if you don't see the button where you expect it, just check both of those areas. Once you find the plagiarism check option, click it to start the scan. Grammarly will then compare your text against billions of web pages and academic databases to look for matching content. This process helps you identify any sections that may be too similar to existing sources, whether you copied them intentionally or just used wording that happens to match published material. After the scan finishes, Grammarly will highlight any segments of your writing that match outside sources. On the right-hand side, you'll see a detailed panel with helpful information. One of the first things you'll notice is the originality score. This shows the percentage of your text that matches other sources, so the lower the matching percentage, the more original your content appears to be. Below that, Grammarly will also show source links. These are the exact web pages or references where matching text was found. This is really important because it helps you see where the overlap came from, and it lets you decide whether the text needs rewriting, quotation marks, or proper citation. If you want to cite the source correctly, Grammarly also gives you a Citation Assistant. When available, you can click Insert Citation, and Grammarly will help you add a reference in the proper format. Depending on your settings or the type of document you're writing in, you may be able to choose MLA, APA, or Chicago style. That makes it much easier to keep your work organized and properly referenced without manually building every citation from scratch. As you review the results, pay close attention to any highlighted sections. If something is flagged, don't just ignore it. Instead, decide whether you should rewrite the sentence, add quotation marks, or include a citation. This is the best way to use Grammarly's plagiarism tool responsibly, because the goal isn't just to avoid matches, it's to make sure your writing is accurate, original, and properly attributed. And remember, because this is a pro feature, if you're using the free version of Grammarly, you may not see the plagiarism checker at all. In that case, you need to upgrade your plan to unlock it. So if plagiarism checking is something you need often, it may be worth considering the paid version. So, to recap, open your document in Grammarly, find the plagiarism checker or the combined AI and the plagiarism tool, run the scan, review the originality score and source links, and use the Citation Assistant when needed. It's a simple process once you know where everything is, and it can save you from accidental plagiarism while improving the quality of your writing. If this tutorial helped you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more step-by-step software guides, and let me know in the comments what software you want to learn next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.